Well, folks, would like to welcome you back to the fourth annual Steinway Classic. We're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV. I'm going to be joined in the booth by several co-commentators as we start to get down to this match. And we'll let you know who's playing. You've seen it on your screen. It's going to be Alex Pagulayan and Jorge Rodriguez. And before we get started, we've got to thank a bunch of sponsors that are on board. And you can see them on the left and the right side of your monitor right there. Take a good look at these sponsors here and ship them an email and say thank you for supporting Tony Robles and pool in general. Mr. Phil Capello of BilliardsPress.com. You can go to BilliardsPress.com and purchase those books right there on your screen. And that's a lot of insight into the games and all aspects of the game. That's BilliardsPress.com, Mr. Phil Capel. Thank you. AZ Billiards, the world's largest pool and billiards website. Find out anything about pool right there on azbilliards.com. The live stream news group on Facebook. You can suggest to be a member. That's the live stream news group on Facebook. The Kings of Billiards and also the Kings of Vape are out in Akron, Ohio. The Tap League, the best amateur league in North America, along with Aramith and Simona's Cloth. Mr. Joel Shapiro, who happens to be here on premises right now. He is sitting ringside, and he wants to watch this match right here. MolinariGlove.com. I was just talking to Earl Strickland outside, and he mentioned the glove is one of the best that he ever had. He also has some kind of new contraption that he's coming out with, but they banned it out of the tournament. I'm sure you're going to see this contraption. It's homemade, and it'll be out. Believe me, you'll see Earl using it in other tournaments, but they didn't allow him to use it in this tournament. Diana Hoppy, DianaHoppy.com. And of course, Napple. NAPL. PlayNAPL.com. Get involved with Tony and Gail. And believe me, they got a lot of league play around the metropolitan area, and now they're stretching out across the United States. And we're going to be bringing a nice tournament here, and I'll give you some more information on it. But right now I want to mention joetucker.net. Anything and everything you want to learn about the rack, how to read it, and what possibilities of balls going in, and drills to do. You go over to joetucker.net, you mention the promo code Upstate Al, and you start for like $8. Save yourself years of frustration. Get involved with Joe. Every pro probably on the east side has been involved with Joe as far as the rack. Wild Eyes Creations. They have customized, and I don't even like to say customized, wild pool shirts, chalk holders. Get over there and check out their items. They always are at the shows. In fact, there's a picture of one of their sponsored players, Mikey Fingers. That's Mike Badstubner right there at the expo. And Upstate Al, right there. Upstate Al and Friends is on Facebook. And all you got to do is go over there and like that page. It's a page that I created. And if you give it a like, you'll see all the pictures that we take on the road as far as what tournament we're at. We're going to elect to get these players underway. Right now, Alex Pagulayan and Jorge Rodriguez. And we get guest commentators. Brooke Myers in the booth, along with Diana Snooky Rojas. And sitting, navigating the whole scene is going to be Troy, a.k.a. NJ Pool Player. Thank you guys for being on board.
Thanks for having us, Al. Exciting match coming up. George and Alex, the Lion. George Rodriguez.
Turn down my volume.
And Alex Pagulayan. And this is going to be a race to 9.
This is going to be a great match. I want to say that it's going to be a great match.
Is that better for you?
Yeah, turn down, please.
Is that good?
Turn down.
Am I going down or up?
You're going up.
How about now?
Sorry, we're checking the volume here.
Here we go.
You good?
Good.
Okay.
Nice break.
I
We made a
turned down
bunch of balls. We just lost.
that's not-
we
that's
lost
not
the
you.
video.
Why?
I have no idea.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties.
No, we're not having technical. Somebody knocked the camera out.
Okay, Al on the run to fix that situation. All right. What a match we have going on here now.
Nice break by Alex, and the one ball looks to be tucked in there a little bit. He can probably go rail first. And
Right,
he
he
does
does call the 1 in the corner. He'll swing out nicely for the 3 in the opposite corner.
I believe we need the table mic turned down a little bit.
Now I know what I'll sound like.
Stand by.
Frenchie, you gotta keep it down.
Yeah, even Frenchie's a little loud in the crowd over there. Even Alex Pagulayan laughing about it, of course. He says, "Hey, Frenchie, you got to keep it down." He's got an infectious laugh there. Welcome back, guys.
All right.
Now, he overdid the 5 a little bit and got a little out of position here with the 6 ball. He's chosen to play safe. George got an open shot at the 6 where he wasn't safe, then he couldn't see it. He can see it, but it's not a favorable shot, of course. George calls a safe and just barely gets it. Wow, what
Nice
a great
shot.
shot. Good shot.
And even if it hit a little bit harder, the 10 and the 7 would come into play. So he
5 ball. Side pocket was called in the left side pocket by Alex Pagulayan on this shot. Sorry to cut you
That's
short,
right.
but the shot is there. Close and almost.
Wow. He might give this back if you can't see it.
No, George ain't giving this up.
You can see it. He's got a shot.
He's got a shot. Looks like it.
Even if he had a kick, he wouldn't give that kick up either, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think. I mean, because if it was a kick, he can separate him pretty easily.
Well, the option is there. Let's
Yeah.
just say that.
He's right at that. Yeah, he had the whole ball. Ooh, he wanted to hit that a little harder, I guess, huh?
Well, it's not a bad shot. Upper left-hand corner, just let the cue ball drift to the side with a little draw.
And as we were saying today, the table that upper left hand and right hand corner pocket are pretty forgiving.
He's looking at the upper right.
Right hand.
I like shooting it the other way, but
yeah.
the right hand is a bigger pocket, though.
Yeah. He hit that perfectly. He still got a nice angle to come right back down for the 9.
A little short on
Came
that
up,
one.
yeah, a little short.
Nice shot. Oh,
Ooh.
he hit that nice and thin too. I
And-
thought that was going.
And just for you guys that are interested, if this is an A side or a B side match, this is a B side match. Both players have 1 loss. So the loser of this will be eliminated out of the tournament.
Watch your speed. Yeah, he's okay.
Just got sent in 2 photos from Diana Hobby where she's screen capturing. Thank you, Diana. 1-0. Alex Pagulayan.
George had that game in his grasp and came up a little short on the 10 ball. The only ball that really matters in this match, but now Alex is at the table.
Well, let's hope it's an early match thing.
Oh,
and-
where he made
and,
a mistake, right?
Yeah, and see a good match out of these two, you know.
One ball's been floating up towards that corner pocket an awful lot on this table today. Let's see how he hits it.
He hit that pretty square.
2 square.
And
3
a
ball.
3.
Actually, that's how I've been breaking throughout this tournament.
Just like that?
Yeah, like just like a ball off the center.
Right.
But I like breaking not from the front line, but like actually right where the cue ball is now.
Oh, well, yeah. Off the
Yeah.
rail?
Yeah, because I struggle being putting my hand on the table
Okay.
and breaking.
Yeah,
I
all
feel
right.
much more comfortable right off that.
Yeah,
rail.
that works. You kind of get a little more torque when you're on the rail like that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, not that on 10 ball you have to amp up and give it all, but you definitely have the control of the rail.
Twerk. That was cute.
Torque.
Did I miss something?
Not, did
No,
you-
but
she's-
think about when women twerk. That dance,
Yeah.
twerking.
You trying to shark me on
Not
live
at all.
radio?
I'm
Oh,
not.
watch, and George's
I'm
second
not twerking.
mistake.
Oh no. No, you're not gonna catch me twerking.
The
Me neither.
well, don't be surprised here. The 2 is tied up a little bit,
Yeah.
as opposed to breaking them up.
Sure.
The 2-10 is also a
A
carom.
carom? Yeah.
Yeah. He's not even looking at it.
No,
He's-
I think he's.
I think the aerial view.
I think he's looked at this.
I think an aerial might show that one.
Oh, yeah, that would give us a little perspective on it. But he's looking right now at the 3-ball combination, or how he's going to hit
Yeah.
into him, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Actually, the 210 might come into play. That's what I would look at, actually. Because that goes.
He's going to play the combination.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he's gonna call the 10.
Well,
He didn't even
They've-
look at the 10.
well then that 2-5-8 has got to be pretty wired. Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the 10
He
was.
had to feel more confident with that. If it had to be wired
No,
that
he
way in
blocked-
order for him to.
He's got a block pocket for the 2.
Yeah, he does.
2 block pockets.
Expect the safe here. He can put him right in back of that 5-ball real tight, with no chance of a jump, and he can cut an angle off where he can't kick it 1 rail. So his only option might be to go 3 rails.
Great
Wow.
shot.
Wow. Great Great
Well,
safety play right
he
there.
left him a little bit in front of the 5, so he does have that one, or I think he may have a 1 rail kick to the long rail.
Right.
'Cause
Across, right.
the 10 is in a way to go flatten it out for 2 rails. Wow, I guess he doesn't like the 1 rail.
Actually, he could hit it into
Short rail.
the short rail first with some left
High.
English.
Some inside
some
English.
left, yeah. And dead it off.
He's
that
calling,
rail.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
he is?
hard,
Okay.
That's a real hard shot.
Yeah.
And we gotta watch your speed because it's
Gotta
gonna bend it around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just missed it too.
Yeah. That was a really good save he
It
played.
was.
He just took a look at the 6 because the 9's. He's got a half, more than a half a pocket for the 6 ball if need be.
He's at an angle, so does he swing it around or does he go straight up and down?
Come to the short side.
He swings it
Oh, he's
around.
got a
Now he's
full
got the
pocket.
full pocket there.
Well, 3/4 of a pocket. Yeah, I believe so. Alex looks nice and relaxed at the table. He always looks like he's practicing and having fun.
That's what I said about Jason's last match. He just looked like he was hitting balls, just like
Yeah.
practicing. It's very, very calm.
I've always loved his game.
Jason's?
No,
Or
Alex.
Oh, yeah, Alex's game. Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to put another one up for Alex Pagulayan. Score is now 2-0 with George. Only a couple opportunities at the table and was unable to score a beat on one, especially the first one. That one stung a little bit. The opportunity to take control of the table and he missed the 10. And Alex is the type of player he could make him punish him for it. And it goes to say with
I watched
almost
Alex play.
all of the players here.
Yeah, right. There's,
Yeah.
there's quite a handful.
He had a room full of them that make you pay for those mistakes.
Yeah, you miss and you lose.
It's interesting. I saw a couple of the races to 100 and with Alex and versus Shane,
Right.
and that's
It's
a
brutal.
stamina. You know, I mean, watching them, find, patches of like, 3,
Grooves.
4, 5 packs, 6
Right,
packs.
right. And
Really
were
finding
they
a groove.
playing 10 ball or 9 ball?
Yeah, they were playing 10 ball.
Same rules?
Yep.
We broke dry, and the balls kind of just hugged up together a little something, giving
Nice
George
shot.
an opportunity
Nice
for
shot.
that safe right there.
That was
Alex is a very good kicker.
like butter.
He might tie the 3 up.
Yeah, this looked like what he's doing right there. But he actually he
didn't.
didn't. He opened
made
it up.
better. Yeah.
He made that rack better.
That might have
The
been a
2-6 though.
2-6 is still
Yeah.
tied up. Yeah. This is a
2-6.
good time to tie him up now and bring that 1 closer to the 2 and tie him up behind the 3.
I think that's what he's gonna do. Put the 2 ball behind the 3.
I like trying to get it over by the 2 somewhere.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Now Alex jumps fairly well.
I think he's gonna go a 2-row kick maybe.
This
I
is
think he's going to the air with
good
this
opportunity for a jump. I typically don't like them only if they present themselves like in this fashion.
Yeah, to the air he goes.
And he's got a good save because he can kind of bank it.
Actually, he could probably break out the 2. Maybe.
Oh, if he shoots it in a hole?
Yeah, if he makes it.
I like playing safe here.
No, I mean,
If
if he
shoots
jumps
it,
and he
makes it,
makes
right.
the 1, the natural flow of the cue ball should drift over to that 2. Oh, wow.
He broke him up, all right.
Now he's got a nice opportunity. The 3 was opened up.
Yeah, he did the 3-4 and the 1.
Right.
George better take advantage of this.
Absolutely. He's got an open shot to the corner with the 1. 2 sitting right there. 3 just got nudged out. Fairly decent open rack here.
I have to go tell someone to stop kicking the camera. Be right back.
I think some of our spectators have like restless leg syndrome or something.
Yeah.
They keep knocking that camera a little out. Looking like the joint's on earthquake or something. Who told you that? Right, that's his face. And the other guy's doing something. All right, we got Frenchie back in the booth with us.
We got a big match here with Alex Pagulayan versus George Rodriguez. Another big match here. What do you think of this one, Snooki? How do you like this this matchup?
You know, he's another. I know most of the players, so when I when I see them match up like this, I very much respect both of their games, and I know Alex is a great all-around type of player. George Rodriguez is from my homeroom, so I'm slightly impartial here. I mean, I want to be impartial, but I'm slightly rooting for my boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely. I just watched him play the other night, Josh Roberts, and he just played superb pool. George Rodriguez did. I mean, he couldn't miss. I mean, it was unbelievable how he played. That he beat Josh Roberts out of 2 sets.
Wow. Did you watch the first game of this match?
Yes.
He unfortunately came up short on that 10 and just he hit it thin. I thought it was good, but then he just hung out the 10, giving Alex the first shot at this set.
Well, I make another sweat bet on this match, and so I got to give you my I hate to do this to you, but I got to give you my prediction again.
Hey, listen, it's not my tournament. You know what
Okay,
I mean?
I know,
I'm
but I
not shooting this tournament.
gotta give you another
I can
prediction.
appreciate that.
And this one here was a little bit bigger, but I took Alex a little bit here. I liked him. I liked him a lot, and I kind of liked him real big. So I kind of I got 9-3.
Is that right?
9-3.
Wow.
9-3.
9-3. And here's the thing. I mean, there's a good chance. If you look at the odds and everything, you look at like .14 on the money. But here's the thing. If he gets the 4, I mean, it's gonna be an impressive play for George. I just can't see him getting a 4. No way. I just don't see it.
I don't. I think
Yeah.
I have to think you're wrong there.
Yeah. You got a bad bet. You might
No.
wanna sell
I mean
out.
the last one. I bet the last one the same way. Two matches in a row. I give the same bet. I get odds 6-1. I win both bets. He comes in 9-4, the last one. Is it over? Okay, hold on.
Well,
But and then I take Jason Shaw against Earl, and Earl to get the 5. And there's no way Earl was going to get to 5. We all know that. Earl was just too frustrated for that one. You know what I mean? And I just don't think. I don't think that. I just don't see the guy getting a 4 here. I really don't. And I mean, if he could, but I just don't see it.
How did Earl find out that there was that bet?
I made it with 3 different bettors. I made it with 3 different guys. I loved it so much. And then the bet before that, I like Inman against the Japan guy, and I told him he wouldn't get there either, and he wouldn't get to 5.
You tell him, or you told him.
Stand by.
But I mean, here you go. I mean, this is a great match, but I just don't think he's got enough experience to be playing on the same table with Alex Pagulayan.
Oh, no, I totally
Still
disagree.
think you're wrong.
He may be wearing a Gotham shirt, but this is very much his table.
Oh no, I know that, but I mean,
Yeah.
Alex Pagulayan is a player. I mean, true.
Oh yeah,
art
I'm not
player.
taking away anything from any of them right now, but I just think that I mean, I respect your hustle, your gambling and things like that, but
No, I'm not saying, and I'll be honest with you. I watched George play the other night for 2.5 hours, and I'll be honest and tell you, I was very impressed with his game. I love the way his demeanor was. I like the way he holds the cue. I like the way he plays the rock. I mean, he moves it really nice. But here's the thing: when you're playing Alex Pagulayan, you can't make mistakes. This man here, I watched him play in Wisconsin about 3 weeks ago.
George can play that way.
I mean, this guy here put a 9-pack. I mean, he puts 9-packs like quick. I mean, like now he's got the ball. The guy may not get back to the table for about a half hour. I mean, it's just the way he plays.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. But I mean, even on the Earl match, I think it's kind of unfair that Earl knows that bet's on him. You know what I mean?
How's that?
Well, because you're kind of planting a seed before.
No. He didn't. He knew in
he
mind.
was talking it out, like in the middle of his match, so you knew it was getting to him. You know,
I mean, people gamble in a room every day, every place, no matter where you go. You could make a bet anywhere you want in one of these pool halls. I mean, we all bet, we all gamble. Everybody will walk up to you, can I get a sweat bet? We all make sweat bets. That's what we come to watch the game. We all sweat it out.
I get it.
I mean,
get it.
now, I mean, does that mean that he gets a little upset or someone else gets upset? The bottom line is, I play pool, people bet against me. I enjoy the game, but hey, I just play. That's the line. That was the line. I mean, he could have took the line too. I mean, I gave him the line.
I call it a disagreement of perspective, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
I mean, I really liked it at that point. I mean, and nothing bad about Earl. Jason just playing strong.
No, I get it, but the game's hard enough as it is, and they're, so it's almost like the leverage is being swayed to Jason because Jason knows the bet, but Earl is dealing with it psychologically because he knows it's against him. So it tilts the scale psychologically, and that's the unfair part that I guess I'm trying to outline.
I mean, we didn't just go out and broadcast that we had that. Other players could have mentioned it, but
I guess what I'm saying is you have Earl here, knowing that bet's out there against him.
Yeah.
And you could see that it was totally eating him up in the middle of his match.
Oh, I agree with you. I
so
agree.
I think that's the part that
but
becomes unfair and distasteful.
And I agree with you, but in the same sense, many pool players have many challenges when they play. They're always under pressure, no matter what it is. I've seen Dennis Arcola play for tens of thousands of dollars, and no matter what anybody says in the crowd, he don't care. He just.
I'll bet you've seen a lot of people too.
Okay, guys. Let's get back. Let's get back to this
Yeah.
match, and just agree to disagree and all that stuff. Now, he has he has
children.
No, I don't have children.
No, that's what my mom says.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see that. Yes, children. Wow. Okay, so he's got. Alex he's not the tallest guy, so reaching over like this. Oh, actually, he's got around the ball. Okay, I thought he had to jack up just a little bit, but he's good. He obviously did take advantage of the fact that he had ball in hand and made his way around the rack nicely while you guys are having your falalas going. And
that wraps that
puts
up.
another one up. Should he make this 10 ball? And there you have it, 3-1 in a race to 9. Alex Pagulayan takes the lead, well, keeps his lead, rather. He's set to break. I want to see George come back in this match. I don't know about you guys. I want to see him rough it out.
Yeah, they call him they call him the Lion for a reason. I mean, the guy really plays really, really heart pull. You know, he's got a
Yeah.
great game.
Absolutely. I don't take anything away from his game at all.
Matter of fact, I was really impressed with George Rodriguez's game. I mean, I really was. When he played the other night, I mean, I didn't think the guy could play with Roberts, and he beat Roberts outright. I mean, the first set it was on the hill, and they must have played like 6 or 8 safeties for about an hour. I mean, the game went back and forth, and George found a way to win that game.
Yeah,
And
that's part of the game too. I mean,
I
yes,
loved it.
we love to see them run out. We love to see the talent up on deck. You know what I mean? You want to see break and runs and things like that. But you want to, in a case like this where most of the room was gonna say, that George is the underdog and how great Alex plays, and I agree. He's a phenomenal player all around. He plays not just great 10-ball, 9-ball, one pocket. He's a great all-around player. That doesn't mean that George can't put you in the seat as well. You know what I mean? Like, just it doesn't matter. I mean, unless it's a giant difference in caliber. When you got guys that still play at their caliber, he's very much. It's very much possible for him to put Alex in the seat for a couple of games as well and get back into this match.
And what a big and Snooki, what a big one.
I'm not like showing favoritism really, but like I said, I like both of these guys.
Oh, I do too.
And I just like to see them. I like to see the slug,
Sure.
them slug it out. I like to see the battle royale. You know what I mean? So I want to see these guys get in there and show us some good pool.
We had a big upset in this tournament. Did you see that, Snooki? We don't have Shane Van Boyne in this tournament no more. How'd that happen?
I'd like to know that for sure myself. I wasn't here for the early match. I was here very late last night, and I told Al I would come as soon as I could, and I came in this early afternoon.
Yeah, that's the information
But,
going in the room right now.
Yeah, I did get to see. I didn't see the match, but I did get to look at the board. All right.
Hey, Tino. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Tino was asking with you. It's Brooke Meyer.
Oh. Yeah. Frenchie, Brooke Meyer, and myself, Snooki. Al is working in the background. And he will be back with us shortly. George got a little close on his work there, but he's doing good. Nice.
Nice shot.
A little inside English, brought him straight across. He'd like to be a little straighter than this because that center pocket is a little trouble right now. Yeah, now he's looking. If he shoots the 7, he's going to come out right about where he was gesturing. He wanted to get a little straighter, but now he's going to take a steeper angle on this 8-ball. He slow bird that knife. Nice. George closing the gap just a little, gets 2. 3-2. I love it. I love this battle. I want to see it happen.
Sorry, guys, I got a little riled up earlier.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
I agree.
All right. We got Troy back in the box.
Hey, Troy.
I had to staple some guy's feet to the ground because he kept kicking our camera.
You know, I told Brooke before that I thought that our
Nice break, George.
our audience had like restless leg syndrome or something because they kept knocking the wire and knocking the camera. So, yeah, I hope you staple this feet down real good. All right. So, have you been sweating the match from over
I'm
there?
watching everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, right? I
Yeah.
want to see. Don't you want to see these guys just like
Battle.
battle it out?
Yeah, George
I
is
really do.
great. George does great battle, and same thing with Pagulayan.
Yeah, I want to. You know, unfortunately, he missed. You know, that 10 ball that you saw the first game,
Right.
or else it would have been 3-2 the other way. But he's not out of this. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
absolutely not.
I know I have my opinion. Everybody has their opinion about the thing, and you know what have yous. But I like to see a grand old battle. I love it. I think the audience love it. Everybody at home loves it.
Well, anybody that wants to battle, George is a good guy to give it to you because he's doesn't quit. You know?
No, he's not. He's ferocious, man. I call him a hungry wolf. I always call him that. He's like a hungry wolf.
He's our local player too here. I mean, you know, although I'm from Jersey, but he's still New York, New Jersey area. And do we root for him? Absolutely.
Hey, I said it already. You know, I
I
love them
Alex,
both. I
right, yeah.
love Alex.
Yeah, he's so
And
much
I don't get
fun
to
to
see
watch
him
and-
all the time, but obviously he's not out here in New York. He's in Canada at the moment. But you know,
He's dual citizenship, right? I believe.
but yeah, but I gotta, you know, my boy George,
Philippines,
man.
Yeah.
And I was saying before, you know, I know most of the room is gonna say or have their talks about, you know, favoritism or, you know, who's the underdog or whatever. You know what? I like rooting for the underdog. I want to see this happen.
Yeah. Who wants? You know, that's the best thing to see is a 9-9 match and rooting for the underdog. That's just our culture.
Or 8-8 in this case.
Yeah, 9-9. It's too late, right?
Yeah. 9-9, we got a problem with the chart.
I thought you just wanted to keep playing. You
Yeah,
lost
why
that
not?
last match,
Just play. Keep playing all day. Forget about the score. Just kill each other. No?
but you let him shoot that again, so he's going to
Yeah.
go rail first, I believe. Yeah, nice
Yeah,
good
he
shot.
gets the safety out of it.
That's a pretty good
Actu-
shot. He's not going to like the
Nice shot.
next kick. He's going to have to come
He
after.
might have a slither
Yeah, he can see the one, I
of
believe.
the one. Yeah, he's shooting at, like he does have that slither.
Hoping for the 5 and the 3s blockers.
Or the big old 4
Yeah,
right
and
there,
big old
right?
4. You had more than a sliver, didn't you?
How do you like the kick on the short rail?
Yeah,
Long rail?
long rail. You flatten it out a little bit and try and just watch the scratch. That's all.
Yeah, I think he's going the
Low
long
right.
rail. Yeah.
Although the short rail is not a bad, but they're traveling in the same direction.
Right, and it kind of just opens up the rack probably. Wow. Maybe we have a
Not
3
good.
blocker.
Not good.
Nope.
He wanted to kiss that and kind of bring the cue ball down a
Yeah.
little bit.
It's left right in the window.
I mean, in this, you know, at this point, whenever you kick, you know, sometimes you got your calculated kicks and you kind of know what you're doing and sending balls one direction
You're
or
still
another.
kicking
But
him, right?
yeah, but he in call shot, call safety. You call a safe. You hope you get one out of the kick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Alex doesn't have any problems here. I mean, besides, now he's just going to have to opt to shoot this down a corner, or he can also come out a little bit and shoot it up that upper left corner.
I think you're right. I think the corner gives him the lead that he needs.
Yep.
Yep. That's what he's doing.
Smooth sailing from here on out.
He hit that so gingerly, didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
It's like, ooh, tap.
It's quite the artist on the table.
I think your staples are coming out.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
He said he stapled that
Why
guy's.
use a staple gun when I can use a hammer?
I get, buddy, you're about to lose your toes over there.
Oh,
Oh,
what did he do there a little bit? Okay, he's okay.
No, he's okay. You thought he was coming a little wider, right,
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
the
yeah.
10?
He gave it a little pause there, looking at it, but he's okay. He's gonna come, give himself a little angle. It's nice to be there because you don't have to really stretch.
Well, we're not as tall as you.
No, well,
I have that issue.
I try not to play position to where, like especially in that situation, if you put yourself, well, on the right hand, if you're a righty,
Right.
that side's fine.
Right.
But on the other side, don't put yourself below the side pocket. Play position towards the side. With that, Alex is going to go up 4-2, which he does.
Gets
This is
that
gonna be a race
gets
to
that
not-
two-game lead. I'm sorry to cut
That's
you
all
off.
right. Race to 9, and Alex has a 2-game lead, 4-2 against George Rodriguez. Getting ready to set the break, and Upstate Al is getting ready to return to the booth and give us an update.
No, actually, I was just doing some extra work out there in the field. Everything. Fill me in. 4-2, Alex Pagulayan. Where did he get that heart from?
The Lions' heart.
Well, Alex, he got himself the first game kind of easily. George fell short a little bit on the 10.
How about this break, though? How's his break?
Oh, this break has been working nicely.
Let's sweat it.
1 in the corner.
There it is.
There it is.
Close and
Nothing.
almost.
No, maybe
Close
no
and
3 either.
almost. Not quite. So George fell short on the 10 ball. Clipped it. He cut it. I thought it was in, and Troy thought it was in too, but he kind of hung it up, and Alex drew first blood. And then he was able to get a 2-game lead, which George came back and closed the gap a little bit, but now, once again, he's got a 2-game lead, 4-2.
You know, George plays a little one pocket. I don't know if this one is actually frozen to the rail, but if it's not, I'm going to say he's going to. It's frozen. I don't know if he can
Ball
bank. Yeah.
Yeah, safe.
Yeah. It'd have been a beautiful opportunity to bank it because everything else is pretty open.
It's got the window.
But if you miss it, there goes another game.
The look on George's face is like, what did I just do?
Yeah, he didn't want to leave him an open table like this. I mean, he has a tough shot, but he does have a shot at it.
He's just a little disgruntled that there's 3 blockers there, 4 with the 5 ball, you know what I mean? And it fell in that one window where he had a shot, you know? That's one of those things that you can't understand
He's going to
sometimes.
play safe also.
Yeah,
He left him a shot.
yeah. See what I mean? There, it's like Murphy's Law right there, you know?
I'm waiting for George to get aggressive on one of these shots if they continue to battle back and forth. Right here, I believe he has a safe. He's just got to figure out which one he wants. The one doesn't have a pocket. So he's going to bank it to the short rail.
He might just bank it to the short rail with a little bit of
High right?
more of the right side, yeah, and try to duck the cue ball right behind the 8
Yeah,
there.
yep. And if you let it go a little bit, the 3's still there and the 9's there, and you got all kinds of options. He didn't want to. I don't think he wanted to hit that 8. but
Speed was off. He was playing the cue ball behind the 310 area.
They
But
left
the
him a
one ball,
shot.
right? The one ball leaked right out.
Oh, does he have all
Alex
the
is
one? Or
going
does
to
he have
the air,
half the
probably.
one?
Oh, he's got everything.
I think he might
Oh,
have.
does
He,
he?
he might
He's
have
got it all right in the side pocket.
Wow.
2's wide open in the upper left-hand corner. 3 down below. He's got some work to do
That's
here.
a costly mistake, though. He does have a little bit of work,
Yeah.
but now with that 1 ball gone, he's got 1 ball less of work to do. And the 2 to 3,
Hey, you're good at math.
yeah. Well,
You
what's
should
the
hear him
4?
count
The
by
4's
2s.
The 4's in the pocket. The 5, 6, and 7 are right up there. The 8 is the getting from the 7 to the 8 correctly. Everything else is no trouble unless you make it.
Follow this with inside.
Nice shot.
Very nice.
You hit that with a nice pace, you know. He didn't try and hit it too hard or baby it, and he was able to firmly hit it in.
Right. Well, almost any time that you use inside English, you should always hit the ball just a little harder than you would.
Come straight back up table towards the center. You want to save the angle on the 4. Just like that, so you can get on the left side of that 5 ball.
Very nice.
And he didn't get in a position where he's got to stretch.
Fell short, but he's good
A little
though.
bit. He's okay, though.
He's good because he comes down around the 6 ball. 2 rails.
He'll bear down a little bit more on this shot because it is a little difficult.
Ooh, we just passed that 6.
Got a little straight on it, but he can just come straight back. The tables are rolling real nice and fast.
Yeah, a straight drawback would do it.
I don't know what he was doing over there.
I just wanted to weigh his options. If he rolled up, could he get the 7 and?
Side?
I mean, he's gonna draw this back. He just, I guess he just wanted to look
Look at
and
it,
see.
yeah.
Just take a look. It's always nice to look at your options.
Maybe he looked at the 8 too while we weren't. That's what he was looking at. The 8 goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Yeah, the 8 does go.
Oh, so that's where he was looking at, to which side of the 8 he needed to be. Follow this up. Or he just punches it.
I think he punches it. Very nice.
That was all created by some safety play.
Yeah, it's true.
Right from the break, the table was nice and wide open. They had to work. You know, Alex had to work for it, but everything was out there in front for him.
All right, now takes a 3-game lead over George Rodriguez, 5-2.
He's made the mountain. Now he's climbing back down. So how do you like to race the 9?
You know,
I like it.
I like
like it? I figured you would, yeah.
I do like the race to 9. You know, a lot of 7 and
Seven's too short.
even 8 is a little too short.
I think an 11 for me
It's too long.
is too long for me.
I know
I get
people want
tired.
to. I know people want. No, I don't know about. Well, that's you personally. I just mean like even watching it on the stream, long races like that. I mean, people. I mean, love it. Obviously, they want to see
Nice
the
break.
players.
Made that second ball in
Yeah,
the number 2 ball.
they want to see. They want to see players
Right,
and
right.
battle it out in long races like that. But sometimes
It's
I thi-
appropriate.
I think it's appropriately
9 gets the point across.
sufficient. The 9, yeah, the 9. It lets you gives you time to get back into the game. Like in this case, you know, George can get back into this.
Right.
You
Gives
know
you
what I
time
mean?
to get rid of a few
Yeah.
mistakes early on.
I think
and
it's
it could-
appropriate for the caliber and for the entry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Any entry.
Well said.
Well, 10 seems like a nice number, too.
10 isn't bad
10.
either. 9 or 10, I like
Yeah,
that.
that's-
9 or 10, that's good. 11, 13s, and all these, no, I think that's,
Different race.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like the race to 100 you were talking about before. Yeah,
yeah, but that's not one day, you know what I mean? But if you're playing,
got on it good.
I don't know, no, let's say you
nine
know,
proves the
we
point.
have 3 days of pool here, and these guys are playing how many matches a day? You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's
Yeah.
a long, long day.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you have like a real crucial battle with someone, it does drain you some. And Troy, that's why you get tired.
Each shot for
Someone-
me is tiring because
Wow.
Someone in the race to 9, someone's bound to find a groove. You know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I like the 9.
it's
10.
rare that I think with
It's
here
a
that
dog match.
someone doesn't
Yeah.
find a groove
like
because
play-
you've been sitting and waiting all day. You know, I mean, you haven't played the match yet. You're like, wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of taxing on your.
yeah, when you have the ability to finally get up at the table,
Yep.
there better be 1 or 2 spots that you shine. Yeah, and playing in the tournaments, like you just alluded to, was
The hurry up
it's-
and wait games are very
it's
tough.
rough. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, you're here for 2 days, and sometimes, especially if you're on the winner side, you win your first 2 or 3 matches.
No practice tables.
You're
Yeah.
you're waiting. The good thing is you are in New York City, though. So if you know your next match isn't until 9 or 10 at night, you can go relax. But most pool players tend to stay around here and watch each matches because these are great matches. Alex taking a pretty commanding lead and remaining at the table. So. Right. With that, Alex goes up 6-2. Check that in the booth. Oh, I mean the truck, right? Call the guys in the truck to change the score. And now all George can do here is sit and wait.
Come on, George. Sorry, I have to root a little. Just a little.
And Alex knows this, and he doesn't want to let him back at the table. He just wants to break and make a ball and regain, keep control.
Keep control,
keep
yeah.
control of the table. Even if he, doesn't have a shot after the break, if he has a real good safe, you play a jam up safe and defense, and you're right back at the table. And that's how this pretty much started, right? The kick with the. He went to the short rail with the kick, tried to juice it and bend it a little bit.
Mhm.
And doesn't look like anything's going. A 3-ball had a little chance.
All right, George, this is your opportunity here.
Yeah, well,
Buddy.
he's got a real tough cut on this one. So
Well,
and the bridge.
A safety would do nice as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, real good safety would bring you back at the table, but
Yeah, it's tough when
a
there's
real
there's
bad
no
one?
cluster. There's no.
not-
They need a center
everything's
cluster,
wide
yeah.
open, right?
Unless you can really lock it up behind that 7.
You can also push. Lock something up here and push.
I say we close everyone's eyes in the room, and I'll walk over to the table. No.
Hang the 10 up. Must go all the way. He got him pretty close to that. That was not bad.
I
I think
think he left the one.
No, again.
It's
He looks.
We'll figure
his
it out.
demeanor looks like he may have, or he wasn't very happy with how much he left of it. He did.
he's certainly shooting at it as if
No.
he left it. it's hard to look. It's hard at this angle as well.
Well, Alex is going into that rail kind of hot, and he knows that 2-ball makes that pocket look real big. If you come off the kiss, you got to watch your scratch. Almost.
Yeah.
And you know what? It not only almost scratched, it turned out smelling like a rose. He's got to navigate this
How it goes.
to get to be in back of the 3,
Yeah, he might
or
be
he
able
can
to
just stay right there. I don't know if he
I
can
think he's
stay
gonna
there.
come out on the other side of it.
Well, he played the 6.
Played the carom.
Oh, wow.
Tricky little guy. There.
That was tricky.
You sneaky little.
No,
That was tricky. Now he doesn't have to come back down for it.
No, but you know, he has to
Wow.
he made short work of these few balls, but look at the 5 ball. So he's got to get good on his 4.
That was a pretty awesome shot right there.
Yeah, that was a nice little jacked up. I can't reach it.
So you have
He's
to
gonna
watch
get
that
his
7 ball and that reach.
Short people problems. You see what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Well, that's everybody's problem right there because he's way past the side pocket.
Actually, I'm ambidextrous, so I can shoot that lefty.
I
You
like
would
that
reach
orange
into-
case.
It was Met colors. I was talking about that yesterday.
It's good so you can pick your case out of the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Right, instead of everybody's got a black case with a sticker on it.
On table 15. Bill Calico, on table 15, Darren Appleton on 15.
Uh-oh. Locked himself up. I don't think he's expecting that.
Well, he's got at least 3/4 of the ball, at least, and he's a great one pocket player. So Jared, I am not amphibious. Jared, you funny. You funny fellow today.
Alex Pagulayan called a bank shot to the bottom left-hand corner.
Because I said I'm ambidextrous. He said
And position on the 5.
My
Nice
goodness,
shot, Alex.
I
Great
told you he's a
shot.
good one pocket player. It's amazing how well positioned, what great position he got out of that too.
I need one of those extensions.
That's the double extension, the double bubble.
Nice shot.
This little lion looks pretty hungry himself.
Pull away another game here, I think.
Ooh, 50-yard line right there.
Yeah.
You should have no problem doing this.
No, not at all. This is a 90-something percenter for those kind of guys. There we go, 7-2.
Alex Pagulayan set the break. It's 7-2. Alex in the lead. The one ball gets kicked right into the upper left-hand corner.
Opportunities, George. Let's go, you hungry wolf.
Mr. Gomez.
Mr. Roberto Gomez stopped by the booth for a second, and he wanted to touch
Your buttons.
my buttons. He wanted to touch my buttons. I gave him a quick slap on the hand here. He said, "I will not give you a kiss again if you don't let me touch." He's a funny fella himself. They're all funny. Filipinos, they're right. They seem unapproachable sometimes, but they're not really. They're down to earth guys.
He's going to slide over for the 6. Be home free. Come on, bud.
Going to be playing a little one pocket here.
Yeah, right.
See the back of George Rodriguez's shirt there, Gotham City Billiard Club. That's in Brooklyn, New York. We were there for the Gotham City inaugural, the 9-ball Pro Classic, which drew 64 professional players. That was before the U.S. Open. Then they went from Gotham City Billiard Club, which is loaded with diamond tables. It's all diamond equipment. A great room. If you're in New York, make sure you stop in Gotham City Billiard Club. Say hello to Kevin and Isabel, as George Rodriguez is about to put a beat up on his side. And he does. It's now 7-3.
Giddy up, George. Yeah, so there's been some good pool the past couple weeks.
Oh,
Had,
well, these next couple of months.
U.S. Open, this.
We got the NYC 8-ball championships coming up next weekend right here at Steinway.
Nice.
And then I didn't mention this a couple of times. I better get over here. I think I got the
Snookers.
audio working.
You got Snookers, don't you?
Snookers,
Yeah.
Right there on your screen is Snookers. Will be up there November 21st through the 22nd for the Ocean State 9-ball tournament, combined with the Josh Northeast 9-ball tour. Brooke and I were there last year, and we're going right back there this month too. George Rodriguez set the break. We're going into game number 11, trails by 4. We're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York, home of the Hustlers, the reality TV show. Bang and crash.
A little hard. Let's see if
Nice
he made
break.
anything.
Shot on the 1. Oh, it's a nice
He
spread.
made a ball, right?
Yeah, he made a ball.
And he's got really nice positioning.
Looks
Just
like
bounce.
he made the 4 ball.
You punch it here, Troy, and come back right across.
That's an option if you like punching it. I like live dangerously and he's a
Roll
little-
down.
Yeah, roll down a little high, right?
I like you drifting across.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
came
Yeah,
right
that's-
across.
Path of least resistance.
Yeah, it's you know, it's not that much of a risk, you know. You really don't want to interfere with anything on the table right now because, first of all, no balls are on the rail, and every ball has a pocket.
At least one pocket, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Five.
not every pocket has one ball.
I didn't see where the other ones went in. We'll clock you next time. 3 ball on the side. And I guess the 5 might-
goes,
Yeah,
I guess.
Unless he plays the 8.
No, the 5 goes. At this angle, we can see it goes, which is nice.
He one-stroke that.
Yeah, I was thinking he needs to, even though he's a fast-paced player once he gets a little groove, it's still good to give every shot its due respect.
It's true, but George likes that free stroking.
Yeah, that's,
you
I
know?
think that's how he finds his groove.
Get your groove on.
Jason's done that too.
Oh my God,
The
yeah.
one-stroke
It's like
too.
click, click, boom.
2 rails come back out, or just punch it 1 rail for the 8 in the side.
Like
Elected
Stella.
to go 2 rails.
Like Stella. George got his groove.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. I
Oh,
think he's hooked too.
that
Too
was
close
a
for
He's-
comfort.
huge mistake. Timeout.
Wow, is he hooked? Because if he can see the edge, it's just
The way
no.
he's smiling is
He
telling
can
us that he
make
can
it.
make it.
Yeah, he can make it, but why did I put myself there? You know.
Yeah, I was
I would have shot it a long time ago. I'd be afraid it's going to fall in the side pocket.
really though.
Just hanging there.
Ooh,
Wow. Nice job.
Still not out of the woods.
No,
no, not
absolutely
at all.
Oh, it's okay. He's all right. Just goes right in the corner pocket.
But he's got to release that a little bit of energy, and he has at the moment where
Sure.
he got bad on it and he almost scratched.
Just control the cue ball here. You don't want it to find a pocket.
All
Shot.
right.
George Rodriguez puts up another beat on his side. Guess what? It's 7-4. As Alex couldn't close the door.
So, looks like he broke that bet,
He did.
and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh, good. Yeah. I think half the audience is cheering, or probably more.
Well, they all know what we're talking about. I'm just saying. I don't want to get back into it really, but I'm glad he broke that bet. That's all I gotta say.
Back
You
to
can't-
Chicago.
I was gonna say you can't tell I'm smiling, but then he switched the camera.
Yes, there we
Yeah, you know,
can.
we were all smiling, and Al put us on blast here, so all of us smile.
I'm surprised
like
I have a French fry in my
grinning.
mouth.
There you see the
Grinning
back
ear
of
to
George's
ear.
shirt right there. What a great club. I can't emphasize that enough. We love going there.
Oh, Gotham. All their
Yeah.
diamond tables,
No.
their hospitality.
Unreal.
The neighborhood is so cool, too.
I have never had better tamales. I always get
Oh,
tamales
the
while I'm
tamale,
there.
yeah.
Oh, God.
I eat more later.
I got to go order some
and
food. I
then
haven't eaten yet.
and then
Anything.
and then I get some to go.
Oh, nice.
Do you really? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She
Oh,
makes
the
it's all
lasagna's good.
homemade
Everything,
food.
yeah.
Yeah, but the tamales that she makes
Mm-hmm.
it with like
I've had 'em.
homemade cornbread.
Yeah. We've had it.
Yeah,
It's-
we've had
yeah. Oh, okay.
That's
so
so
you guys
good.
are taking my pie.
Yeah. Nice piece of pie.
It's your pie now, right?
I'm surprised there were any specials left after we got that one.
I think she makes extra.
Yeah,
Isabel, she's
Al did
fantastic.
hook me up. We took a ride around the corner. There's a pizza place that's been there for 100
Yeah, what's
years.
the name of that place?
J&R or something?
L&B's.
L&B's.
Ellen B's.
Oh, that's right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right, George, set the break. We're going into game number 12.
George is feeling pretty good now.
Just when you thought you can count him out. They don't call him the pit bull for nothing.
He slugged himself on the rack a little bit.
George got into a challenge match here the night before last and come out on top. I don't want to exploit
Divulge.
anything, but I'm sure it's all over social media as people here were probably putting it up.
He broke dry and left the one ball shot. 2-5 easy combo there. He was hoping.
Up over the 8. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 looked like it was going and kissed the 5 and it almost went, and he was trying to body English it in.
5-ball cold.
It's an open rack, and George in danger of seeing his opponent get on the hill.
Behind the back shot by Alex Pagulayan coming up, or left-handed. This is Norm.
Just trying to negotiate how he wants to land on the 4-ball.
Yeah, he's thinking the 4 to the angle, what angle he needs to get back on the 6 towards the
Right.
middle of the table. Does he want to hug the rail on this shot, or does he want to get straight in on it and draw it back to the side pocket?
I like this option. He has a little angle.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he elected to go straight in.
Actually, he got straighter than I thought he would.
And now he can bring the cue ball back out towards the center of the table and shoot the 6 in the upper right-hand corner, or you can draw it back. Just don't touch the 9 and play the 6 in the side pocket. Or if he overruns it, he can play it in the corner.
Or you can just do all this.
Yeah, he's going to play it in the side pocket.
Well, that worked out well.
Yep. I like this shot just rolling up, you know. You don't have to do much. Roll up. Even if you nudge the 9, it's okay. It'll hold the cue ball in perfect position for the 7. Just don't get in front of it.
No, he's jacked up some.
Yeah,
He sure is. You don't have to like it at all.
he's got the steady hand. You could bump the 10, actually.
Well,
10 could save him.
Making the 7 is not the issue. Holding the cue ball for the 8 on the next
Yeah,
shot
no,
is
that's
the
what I
issue
mean. Like,
here.
you know, just a slow roll on the 7 and then bump the 10, and it holds the rock right in front for the 8, maybe. Looks like he's going to put some into it.
He might
If
be
he
able to
puts
draw
some-
it over.
If he
Draw it
puts
over.
too much into it, he might scratch.
He might draw it
Got to
over.
be careful.
Oh,
I thought he was going to go forward with it. He actually had enough where he can stun it. Not
think-
out of the woods yet, but he's got the shot.
I think that happened in between and how we all covered it.
yeah,
Right where the chalk
All-
is, right where
all
the
three of
backhand
us
is.
got it
is
right.
Where the cue ball is going to go. Perfect.
Wow. That around the world shot really saves you when you need it sometimes.
around the world. I love it. Yes, Jared, cut and make a vote.
All right, Alex Pagulayan reaches the hill. Scores 8-4. Right, George Rodriguez just can't do nothing but sit there. He had an opportunity, and he got a couple more games under his belt.
Looks like Alex is taking a little bit of a break.
It looks like a quick player timeout right now.
Who are those players again that were just announced for that Moscone Cup?
Oh, I'll put it up on the board. There it is, right there.
There you have him. Sky Woodward, Corey Dool, Shane Van Boning, Mike DeShane, and is that Justin Bergman?
Yes, it is.
Justin Bergman made it again. That's the team. Get your tickets. Photo sent in courtesy of Jared.
Thank you, Jer.
Back to the match.
Jared is the man.
The myth and the magic.
Jared's amphibious.
You know, Al, I said before I was ambidextrous. So I shoot with both hands, right? He said Snooky's amphibious. And Jared. All right. Alex on the hill.
Watch the 2-3. The 8 and the 7 go towards the side pocket. 2, 3 go around the world. And come back to the corner pockets down below your monitor. Here comes the 3.
8 found the
Oh,
hole
so
and
did
the cue ball.
And yeah, I like that by Alex. He was going to grab the cue ball with his hand, but then he elected not to. And because that could be a serious foul.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what my boy does.
Just unofficially, folks, don't take this serious, but we might have Ko Pin Yi and Warren Campco come up next unofficially.
That's
So we're waiting for an outcome of a match.
That's a big might.
So Ko Pin Yi and Warren Campco might be up next.
A series of good matches.
Every match.
Everyone. It's a smorgasbord. That's what I said yesterday.
We just had Stewie Montana walk in the building, and Stewie Montana's all over the place. He said, Al, he says, this is incredible. He said, I've never seen such a field like this in a local pool room. He says, it's the very first time he's ever seen a field like this strong from all parts of the
Gotham,
world.
though, was...
Gotham was the same.
Gotham, that was the same way, yeah.
He's right. You're absolutely right. Gotham was the same way. See, but Gotham's a little bit smaller, and if Gotham had a bigger room, believe me when I tell you, we would have
Sure.
filled it with 128. All diamond tables. Just came out of nowhere.
But I like that kind of intimate, nice.
It's nice.
Small,
It's
you know
nice.
what
It's
I mean?
comfy.
It's-
It's
yeah.
a comfy pool room. Absolutely. When I say small, don't
And did I
think I
mention
mean
the
a closet.
tamales?
It's not a closet. But I
No,
mean,
it's spacious
it's
still.
just that the amount of tables, you know, that you can actually
Sure.
have
Yeah.
with a 64-man field versus 128.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. We just need.
Make it week long.
Yeah, I would love. I would love to have a 128-man field right there and make it a week long. I wouldn't mind being down here for a week. George Rodriguez, he's set. And he
Puts
makes
another
it.
one up.
There it is. Did I mention the tamales?
6-5.
Jared, I just saw your question. Sorry, honey. No, they don't have like a dinner break. The players don't have like a dinner break. They, the matches are called while other matches are going on. There are other players still waiting in the background. That's usually the time when they can order something, eat something in between. But there's no official like dinner break where everyone is not playing.
But I am for everyone sitting down for dinner together at once. Do you know how interesting that would be?
I think that would be a madhouse for the kitchen. How about that?
Yeah.
Take it from someone who knows how to cook, and they have to feed a crowd like this would be something. Can you imagine everyone? Look at
Yeah.
how many people. I mean, and today's just, there's a little less people because it's
characters-
Monday, but my goodness.
But the characters it would draw out would be so entertaining.
I just think it wouldn't be possible only if the matches were timed out. Like if they came in
Sure.
2-hour intervals, where you can say, you know what, because what if a match is still going on? Someone just started their match and the other one just ended their match, and then how do how can you get everyone to stop and have a dinner break? It would only be if they did like.
It's kind of like a moment of silence, but longer.
It would be anything but silent, trust me. Now you're reaching.
I have high hopes.
You do, and God bless you for that. But
It would make good reality TV.
Well,
I'm just talking about the sample of people.
I hear you.
Really would.
Well, I think this is a good move for George to take a little break right now.
I was about to say. It's a good idea to
I think so.
Take a
Kind
breather.
of kind of recollect a little bit and be like, hey, you know what?
let your opponent sit on ice.
That too. I mean, the guy's on. He's on the hill. You know what I mean? It's, if he can like freeze him out, is one different. One whole thing. But, the fact that he's in this match still. He could, he's not like he can't get back into this match and make it a hill.
There you have it,
or
folks.
win.
Right there on your screen. Kopin versus Warren Kiemko, the hottest match right now. Coming up next after this, as we're still involved with George Rodriguez and Alex Pagulayan, waiting the arrival of George to come back from his timeout. The score of this one right here, just in case you're tuning in, it's Alex on the hill. And George Rodriguez has 5. Kopin Warren Kiemko next.
Yay. That should be great.
They're all great.
Well, you got Warren defending his last year's title.
Yep. And you get the world champion.
And you got the world champion, Kopin.
And George is returning to the arena, so this is going to get underway right now.
Welcome back, Troy.
Check.
You're on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I turned.
I can hear you.
Okay. There we go. Snooki disconnected me.
I
Didn't
did
want to hear me
not.
talking anymore.
I did not. I heard
I'm back.
you.
Well, I couldn't hear. That's what it was.
Blame me for everything. My goodness. Well, I
No,
never.
you're okay.
Here's a push.
What's going on with the match?
Push out.
And the score is 8-5. Just had a little player timeout. I was running around a little bit and watching some of the other matches.
Anything to report there?
Miko won his match. And, that was the table kind of right next to us. And it was a sweater, that's for sure. I think it went 9-7. Oh, missed it. And I think it's wired too, right?
I think
D8.
if it was wired, you would think he'd
He
hit it
would
a little
play it.
harder, right?
Right, yeah, maybe not. I want to see how our buddy Tony did. And he won his match. He's on a B-side. He's feeling good. He says he's playing well.
What was he playing? I didn't notice.
You know, I just looked for his name
Oh, I see.
forward to the bracket. Yeah, the ball goes, and he tried to
Yeah.
thin it. Oh, he's trying to. He had to throw it a little bit, I guess.
Or maybe try to just hit it and pocket speed it so he can leave it
Himself
a shot. Yeah.
George kind of wiped his forehead and
Yeah, I saw that.
Can't believe him,
Table
like,
27.
gave up
Dave
an opportunity.
Vandergaard, Mika Immonen on table 27.
Mika's playing awfully well right now. Come on now.
Nice shot.
That was nice, yeah.
5 to the 6. The 6
Nice.
doesn't have a real pocket, does
Just
it?
gotta just draw it
No, I
draw
think
it a
this-
foot and he's
I-
all set.
I think the 6 goes.
Actually, if he stays, as long as he doesn't go the way of the 5. Oh yeah, he'll be good. Because the 4 goes to the side.
And I think the 6 goes.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the only thing I
past
was
the
looking.
9.
Yeah, the rest, he looked like he could navigate without too many problems. It's always work, but he looks like he's, as long as he gets on a 4 good, gets to the 5. Is he going to lay on a rail for the 5, or is he going to? See what he chooses to do. Well, you're saying that 6 might go, right?
I think the 6 does go. He's checked it a couple times, though, but
Oh, so it's real close.
Yeah.
If it has a pocket and it goes, then you try and get there. If not, then he can give himself an angle on the 5, on the rail, like this. And he may go into him.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he could kick the
9,
kiss.
slide off of it, come up,
Yeah,
or
6-9.
he could hit the backside of it and get snookered.
Carry him off with the 6 ball.
A lot of things can happen here. He's hoping for the best. And, well, he has a shot.
It's
Yeah,
called safe.
He called safe, huh?
Yeah, he's gonna
That's a smart shot. Instead of playing a
Lock.
combination.
lock it up.
He's just gonna bypass the 7.
Ooh,
Oh, he
Oh,
hit. He
he
clipped the
didn't-
7.
He didn't mean to do that.
No, he wanted to rest behind the 7 and just clip out the 6.
yeah, he
but
should have been aggressive and played the combo. If he knew that, right? A little hindsight.
No, actually, that would have been a nasty save. If
Oh, he
if-
would have locked
if-
him in there,
yeah, if-
right?
if
That
he
was
had
the
just-
winner.
If he had just missed the 7, didn't move the 7 with the 6.
George
he
still has a
would- he
little
would've
work
been
here.
all
He's got to come back on the backside of this 7 to get a shot at it. Wow.
Nice shot.
Nice shot. Nice touch there.
Good shot, George. Does he? Yeah, he's looking. Does he want an angle? Does he want to?
I think you play this inside and give yourself a little angle.
I like that too. I think your staples are coming out. Somebody's fidgeting
I
over
don't,
there.
you know
by
what
that
it is?
camera.
I think the table itself is along that rail, and if anybody on that whole rail, just because they plop their feet up
Feet-
on
yeah,
it,
yeah.
he's going to draw back. That's a good shot.
Nice shot.
I know you that shot when you're drawing towards the side's so big.
It is.
If you use,
is.
you have to use speed, a nice slower speed to let the English catch.
Yeah,
Good shot.
appreciative crowd here. Applauding George Rodriguez right now.
George is
I
still in
thought
the
that was
running.
just you.
Excuse me.
Still in the running to become America's next top
So
model.
what do we got? 8-6 now.
6. I'm going to take this time to say hi to all the streamers and the chatters in the room.
Yes. Why don't we do that? Hello, streamers. Hello, chatters. Thank you for joining us.
Because they are watching this live like we are, and this is going to be, I guess, available later on. Everything's always taped. How about getting a certain match? I have no idea. But If you do want a certain match, I'm sure you can inquire through the room. And I'll hook you up. Just like everything else they tend to do in this room. What a break. And let's see the 2-ball.
2-ball. Shot on the 1.
And the 8, 10, and 5 are locked up a little bit.
But my boy is at the table.
And he's got a real good shot.
That's what I want to see.
He has a nice shot on the 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what he's going to do here. You know what he can do? It's a little dangerous. But that 3 ball is by the pocket. If you give yourself a little angle, you can kind of crash into those 8, 10, 5 a little bit. But it is dangerous. You're taking an awful risk. Because if you're sliding back at these, especially if you come rail in back of them, you hit the 8, you're going to hit the 10 and hit the 5 too. Everything's going to kind of spread to the middle of the table.
Well, he feels good that he's got a little
doing
momentum right now, but you know, you cannot. You can't. Ooh,
Nice shot.
Slid off the front
There
of him.
it is.
All right.
nice shot.
He didn't listen to me. He went in front. He's got an earpiece in.
No coaching, okay? No coaching.
That would be awesome, though, wouldn't it? While you're playing, to have a coach whisper in your ear. I know it's not.
The technology is definitely getting there.
I mean, for not just for in competitive matches, you wouldn't want to do it because no coaching, right? You don't want to do that because it's like cheating almost, right? Can we agree?
Almost.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Absolutely. Yeah, right.
It's
All right,
straight up cheating.
So, but when say you're practicing and you have someone watching you, and they kind of coach you through it. I think the technology's out there, and it's not a bad thing to try and utilize. If you can get someone to watch you bang balls into the rail, or don't get over the 7. All right, he's good. Don't make too much. Don't make things hard for yourself here.
I'm sure he's trying not
Yeah,
to.
yeah. You gotta let it out a little bit.
Nice job.
A little straight.
Straighter than he would like to be.
Yeah, he's going to have to play this up table. Unless he snaps it, draws it, and goes 2 or 3 rails, but I wouldn't recommend that.
The side pocket is huge right now. If he hit that, well, I mean,
He's got a little angle to go to the bottom rail, right?
He already eyed it to run it up.
Just make sure you get off the bottom rail. That's good. Yeah, that's a nice angle for a righty, too. Righties like to play this with a little right English. It's a natural. Oh, my God. Oh, that was an unforced error.
I think he got that. He got down on that a
little
too
fast,
quick.
right?
Yeah, a little quick.
He's not going to be happy about that. He's going to remember that. Regardless of what happens here, he's going to remember that shot.
Yeah. It hurts me.
Yeah, right? You hate to see any player at this level when they make a shot, miss a shot like that after working hard. And you know it hurts. It takes the wind out of your sails.
Right out of your sail.
And we've all been there.
And I hate going back.
Yeah, I don't want to ever go back there. All right. Alex on the hill with 2 balls left on the table. A little straight on a 9, but the 10 is hanging in his side pretty good. He's just going to bump out a little bit. And that should be it. George did give it a run of it. He made a couple mistakes, which hopefully he learns from. And here we have a wrap.
There you have it, folks.
Alex, the Lion Pagulayan.
Yes, there it is. Troy, Brooke Myers, and Snooky in the booth. I want to thank you guys as
Thank you.
usual. And we'll be right back with another match. Give us a few minutes to stretch our legs. And we'll be right back at you.